from Kyoto Organic Action, and I'm really honored to be speaking in such a symposium. It's my first time speaking in an event like this. So I will tell you a little story about how I ended up starting this movement called Kyoto Organic Action. I used to live in Kyoto City, and we moved to the countryside in 2010. We're about an hour's drive northwest from Kyoto City, in a place called Nantan in Middle Kyoto Prefecture. I started a little garden for myself when we moved, and that's where my life started to change a lot. The mere process of planting seed in the soil and taking care of the plants and sharing the harvest with families and friends is just so rich and inspiring. But on the other hand, I noticed that the country life wasn't all just good and easy. The village communities were facing so many problems, like depopulation. Young people were moving more and more out to the cities, and the farmlands and forests are getting abandoned. Wildlife damage to the crops is getting worse every year, and the reality in the villages were quite depressing. But at the same time, I was meeting many young, new, willing farmers, moving in from the cities to the countryside to do organic agriculture. And I just thought that these new farmers had so much to offer to the local communities. So I started a mobile vegetable shop in 2014, aiming to help these new farmers make a living out of organic farming, which is considered very difficult in Japan. Now I do deliveries to about 60 families and about 10 restaurants every week. And basically, this is what I do for a living. This is what it looks like. But while I was working on this business, I noticed more problems, this time within the whole agricultural system and the supply chain itself. The shipping fees were getting very high, and organic farmers didn't have enough connections with local markets. But on the other hand, consumers in the cities had very few access to local organic vegetables. The supermarkets in Japan sell very few, if any, organic produce, and we don't have many farmers markets in Japan in the first place. There seemed to be a lack of social structure to support the local organic agriculture, a lack of connection and collaboration amongst those people who had similar interests. And so, aiming to connect local organic farmers to each other and to the local vegetable shops and restaurants, I suddenly came up with a meetup event in the spring of 2017. This event turned out to be quite a sensation. The first one, 70 people participated, farmers, grocers, chefs, and others. And everybody had so much to tell, so much to share, and it just went all night. And this was the start of Kyoto Organic Action. Now, after the event, I came up with an idea to streamline the distribution of local organic produce. The idea was to run a truck collecting the vegetables from local organic farmers and distributing it to the vegetable shops in Kyoto City. A transportation line shared by the local organic community. The plan was to collect the vegetables along the Kyoto-Jukan Highway, which runs from Kyoto City to the northern tip of Kyoto Prefecture, about 100 kilometers. At first, we designated collecting stations in each area with the help of farmers and shop owners, so that the collecting could be done efficiently. Farmers would bring in their vegetables at a given time every week to these stations, and we would collect the vegetables along the way. We also made an online ordering system using Google Spreadsheet where multiple orders from multiple vegetable shops can be sorted out and be sent to the farmers through email. This ordering system improved dramatically when one of our member companies offered to customize their system called Farmo, which was originally designed and funded by the Ministry of Agriculture as an online platform for organic farmers and grocers and restaurants to get connected. Very soon, more and more farmers and grocers became interested, and our community grew quite rapidly. This resulted directly to the increase of load, and the vehicle became bigger along with it. Now we run this truck 4 times a week, collecting from about 30 farmers and distributing to about 12 shops and companies. On the other hand, in 2018, we established the Kyoto Organic Action Council to discuss matters related to organic agriculture and its local distribution. We have held many events like farm visits, technical workshops, management seminars, business meetings, and so on. Our aim is to enhance the overall production and distribution of organic produce in Kyoto and to improve the social environment for the farmers and the local communities. Our members are mainly farmers and vegetable shop owners, but we also welcome people with other professions as well. We've held baseball games as well. We tend to like baseball a lot, and usually we play with the farmer teams versus the shop teams. And yeah, we have a lot of fun. And we also made this map of the shops in Kyoto City where you can buy local organic vegetables. And this year, we are planning to launch a Buy Local, Eat Organic campaign to reach out to the ordinary consumers in Kyoto City. We haven't done much promotion yet, and this is our first real campaign that we want to do from this spring, I hope. Now, our goal is to establish a local sustainable food and agriculture network, an organic community with different professions, not just farmers, but shop owners, restaurants, cafes, and ordinary consumers. We are still no more than a collective of willing farmers and shop owners. And our current issues are, one is of self-governance, how to maintain a constructive community. Focusing on the big picture, but discussing details related to the actual production and business can become very challenging sometimes, especially when it involves both farmers and buyers. And the other issue is of promotion, how to get the ordinary consumers more interested in the connection behind what they buy and eat. Again, the connection between the big picture of sustainability and the small picture of daily life. I'm really interested in the different contexts, in different social backgrounds, and how people are trying to overcome this challenge. Thank you very much.